Okay.
To the road a different way.
So we have to try and figure out the cars before we head off running. But we did part of this yesterday, so it's a little more familiar.
Yeah, no, the only thing is getting that right, the turn right, but you
Let me
look
just
at them.
tie the jacket around my waist and then I'm ready to go.
Okay, Doc.
What's up, Doc? So, praise God. Come rain or shine. Oh, they're doing some stonemasonry here in the church. Yeah, they're cutting paving stones. All right, we're off. So this is Skeins Hill, Haywards Heath area of mid-Sussex. We're just approaching the village green. $227.19 meters from my brother's fridge. Zone 1. So we came here yesterday from Vicarage Lane and we went across the green and we're going to do the same again today to let you have a look. It's a little bit scary for us when we cross the road because we look automatically the wrong way.
You're supposed to look both ways, whatever road you cross.
Yeah, that's the sensible approach. But it's that imprinting that you get. I spent about 4 years...
With a broken leg?
Well, no, I spent 4 years recovering from a broken leg because I looked the wrong way
in Quebec
when I went to Canada. That's right. Zone 1. I have a map to follow today on my phone, so I'm going to have to refer to it quite soon. Like round about here, because I believe it's going to tell us to go through that gate.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is that normally we would go on another road, cut off the top part of it.
Yeah, it's just done that. It's told us to go that way. Yep. When my brother showed us the woods, he was taking us the way he took his dog. But we're going to be following the map directions. So this is what we would describe as the Power Lines Trail. Hi. This is nice and downhilly. Oh, Jack Russell. Okay.
Yeah, but they both had to have hip replacements.
Well, this is sunnier than I thought it was going to be. I looked out the window at about 7:30 and it looked really grey. Another bit of preemptive walking. I just heard it pop into zone 2. I normally run in zone 2 when I run with Norma. And now I just heard a zone 3.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
because
that's
I'm...
the beginning.
Yeah,
You're
it's always a
excited.
little bit... I'm excited. Because I'm talking to my thousands of fans. I have to remember those 8-minute chunks.
Yes. And hopefully one comes before we pass the junction that we have to turn.
Yeah, well, when we get to the bench where we were yesterday when we talked to the guy, I'll look at the map then. That would be about 6 minutes, I think. Because I started it on Church Road. I have to be careful not to trip.
Yeah.
I did trip the day before we came out on our trip. And I was just saying to Norma as I left, let's hope I don't trip over.
Crash.
And I did, yeah. Almost on cue. Yep, this is nice. Normally we come at the beginning of spring, and by then this is very wet, but this is the end of a dry summer, so this clay has been baked dry. I hope the camera's doing it justice today, and I'm keeping my flipper fingers away from the lens. This is the only muddy spot, but we saw this yesterday. Excuse me, that was maybe a tractor. They were doing that coppice work in here, so that might have been one of their trucks. Zone 1. We can go again. And down. That area to the right is a no-go. It says private property. And I believe it belongs to a school. And their kids do their little camping and field running and whatever they do. Zone 1, that's good to hear. This looks a bit like one of those tree graveyards that we have. But that looks very inviting. My brother would take us down there, but it definitely says private property. He's a bit of an outlaw like his older brother, like me. We're getting close to where we spoke to the guy with the little dogs yesterday. And I'm going to have to check the camera as well to see how many minutes I have. There's still a little bit of dew on the grass. D-E-W. Yep, this is quite rutted from the winter runoff, because this is quite a nice steady downhill, so that any runoff from the woods would cause this rutting. Let me check on the timing. You can see my shadow. I'm not wearing my head camera. I'm wearing my chest mount. So now we climb again. We begin to climb. We're keeping to the well-trodden path. Now this is the corner where we saw the guy sitting on the bench with his dog. There should be a bench. Yep, there it is. And there are the horses. Great. We're going to see the horses today. There's the dog bench.
So you're looking at the map.
Surrounding my loving husband, Mike Dalby, part of the surrounding area is dedicated to my loving husband.
How about the map?
The map. Hi.
Hello.
They say hello here rather than hi. Hi is...
Too informal.
I guess so, yeah. Too American. Yep, we're on track.
But where are we?
We're there.
Oh, so we still have to go forward.
Hi there. Hello.
Before we turn.
Yeah. Yep, there's still a bit of DEW on the grass.
You.
Dew.
Yeah, but not with
And there are the horses. Due east.
Due east, it's covered with dew.
Yeah. We're probably running due west now. Down the hill. Slightly less well trodden here, but heading in the right direction. This is definitely a public right of way. I'm trying to keep my shoes a little bit dry by not going through the taller grass. Oh, I remember, there's like a little creek and a bridgey thing that we have to go over. But here we're walking partly because of my heart rate and partly because of the terrain.
Yeah, but we were in Victoria.
Yeah.
There'd be so many rocks and stones and whatever, like the pathway would be tricky to drag carefully, almost.
Well, this looks like the better route, and then it swings around, and there's going to be a little bridgey thing pretty soon. Let me just check the map again. Yep, we're still on track, but I guess getting through the woods is optional, how you get to this corner. And that little bridgey thing is going to be just up here. And then we're going to be popped out onto the field that we saw from the distance with the horses. We'll probably walk when we get close to the animals. You see, I don't know how current that map was. It's working. Oh, here, there's definitely a footpath this way. We're looking for where people have been in the past.
But I think you see if they're coming down another road, they're coming down, they're trying to get onto something and come down there.
Yeah. It didn't involve jumping over a creek.
No, I was there.
Alright, I'll follow your advice. I think my map might be based on old data. Yep, there's definitely a much better trodden path over there. Oh yeah, this makes more sense. Public footpath. And there's the bridgey thing. Now I have to start thinking about how many more minutes do I have on this clip. I've got 3 minutes left on this clip. We'll get to the middle of the field by the time I have to start. Oh yeah, definitely worth avoiding all that. No bikes past this point. Keep to the path, it says. I have to remember to take a few photographs with my phone so I can put them on the map.
Yeah.
That will be my trailer for today. We're heading for that gate in the distance there. I think that's how it works. Yep. We're going to get a little closer to these animals. But I don't, these might be the ghost horses. Yep. Last time we were here, one of us took a photograph of Pablo and, no, it must have been me because...
I'm not in the photograph.
Oh, you're not in the photograph. Neither was I. I was beside you.
And the dog was behind
Pablo. Yeah, I see that photograph every night.
Yeah, well, it's on 2 places in our house.
Plus, I think you gave him a copy as well. They're the horses. So we're not running now, just so we don't scare the animals. There's lots of them. Yeah. But we came along the power lines, which is right there. So we haven't gone too far into the boonies. We got a little bit sidetracked, and the horses are coming over to see. This horse, I think I remember seeing in your photograph. He does. Let me take a photograph with my phone. And I'm almost at the end of this second clip already. It's 10:15 real time. As I scan around and scan back.
You're looking at all of them over there?
Yeah, there's some more over there. I can zoom in a little bit. Keeping the camera out of the view of the other camera. Okay. They all have names. I mean, not familial names, but like there'd be a chestnut mare and a black colt and a palomino puppy, or not puppy, whatever, foal. Different names of different types of coloration. Okay, so this is clip number 3. How time flies when we're having fun. Those horses are part of the stud farm. They might be the receptive mares. The stud animals would probably come in a truck in a little vial. And this is the corridor.
Yep.
Smell of horse poop and wet straw is quite hypnotic. Watch out for the roots. Yeah, there's barbed wire to the right, so don't fall that way. Don't fall anyway. But it is bone dry, which last time we came here, this was kind of slippery. Yep, that Maps Me app is quite good because it works offline. As long as you got the map data loaded, it does the rest. Yeah. Yep, I have my camera on now. Yep. I also have a chance to see some of the little studies. The bred creatures. There's a palomino pony. Well, it's the sort of horse that the Lone Ranger's sidekick Tonto would have ridden. There you go. You see? Yes, Kimosabi. Wasabi. Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
Those are $1 million horses.
Yeah. Almost only 3 socks.
The younger one.
No, the chestnut one only has 3 socks. One leg is
okay.
sockless.
She's posing for us.
Yeah.
And her
and
proud.
2 little ones. 2. And the other one looks like a big belly, maybe.
Maybe the other one's pregnant. Yep. So let me check on the timing here. We've still got 5.5 minutes left on this clip. We'll get to the end of this. I don't want to run because I don't want to startle the animals, because I don't want the landowner to get aggressive towards me for startling their pedigree animals. Yeah, this has to be the horse episode. And there's one with big fluffy feet there. Hello, chaps.
Yeah, fluffy feet is more of a workhorse, I think.
Yeah, well,
or they call the carriages.
Carriage horse. So we've been moving in our fashion. What was it say?
I said lovely blanket you have, sir.
Yeah, it's a horse blanket. With a horse inside, yeah. And this guy with the fluffy feet.
Yeah.
He looks like an albino, doesn't he? He's got blue eyes.
Yeah, if you can see it all.
He might be as blind as an albino horse.
Smile.
Smile for the camera.
That's it. That's it.
Nice. And these chaps.
These are the royalty.
Yeah. They might think we're from a rival stud farm, taking secret photographs of their merchandise. Yeah, on the other side of the barbed wire there is electric fencing. Yeah. It's probably, we've just walked past $1 million worth of horse meat. Flesh. It's worth much less as horse flesh, as horse meat. Yeah, that's what they were up in arms in Ireland about. They were selling horse meat as beef in one of the large fast food chains. 100% horse meat. They sell horse meat all over Europe.
All over Europe and in Quebec.
And in Quebec too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But I think it's the only province.
And WSCC stands for West Sussex County Council. And we're now getting back to paved roads. And that is Snowdrop Lane there. So, seeing as we're on clip number 3, I think I'm going to call it a day for today and save my next video submission for when we're in France. So this is Mr. and Mrs. Jackal signing off from... They have a cat
on the trampoline. Look in there. Can you see what the trampoline's over there?
They have a cat apparently on a trampoline.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look now.
Look yourself.
Oh yeah. Cat on a trampoline. So bye bye from the UK.